Danganronpa, a game about friends, murder, betrayal, murder, condescending attitudes, murder. Okay, I think they get it. Danganronpa is a visual novel game where a bunch of kids, and I use that word loosely because they're kind of adults, are trapped inside of a school, and the only way to escape is to kill one of their classmates and successfully get away with it. This is all being ran by the fluffy, definitely not a bear, sadistic Monokuma. Monokuma is pretty much the mascot for the entire series. Now, all of the students in this game aren't your ordinary students. They are what you call ultimates, basically meaning that everyone has their own thing that they excel at and nobody else can hold a candle to them. For example, we have the ultimate baseball star, the ultimate fashion nova, the ultimate fanfic creator, the ultimate pop sensation, the ultimate detective. You get the gist. So these aren't just any regular kids that are willing to murder others just like that. But Monokuma is much smarter than that. If he sees that a lot of time has passed and nobody has murdered anyone, then he'll give a motive. He'll give everybody something for them to look at, and it's usually enough for somebody to be persuaded to murder another. These motives are different for every round. The first round, the motive was the fear of your loved ones being dead. He gave all the students videos, and in each of them, it was an unsettling visual of seeing their family being in danger. The second motive was shame. Each student had an embarrassing secret that they refused to let others know about, and if nobody did anything within a certain time, all of those secrets will be out to everybody. Now, when a murder takes place, Monokuma will make a public announcement saying a body has been discovered. This is where the real gameplay begins. So pretty much when somebody is killed, we have to go around and find clues, get alibis, and anything else that can help us solve the case. After a certain amount of time has passed, we'll all have to go to the trial room. This is where we will have discussions and try to figure out who done it. Now, these are the funnest parts about these games. Basically, everyone will be talking and saying different things. When somebody says something, certain words in their statement will be highlighted. This means you have an opportunity to counter that statement with a truth bullet if you have evidence that says otherwise. For example, let's say a student says, "Why would the victim just let the killer enter if they know they're in danger?" Now, let's say you have evidence that shows that the killer wasn't just let in, but they actually broke in due to the door hinge being kicked in. You would shoot this evidence at the statement the other student made, as it shuts down their claim completely. The gameplay does go a little deeper than that, but that's basically the concept for the most part. Now, don't get me wrong, I love these cases. The idea of being a detective and piecing together information to solve a really sophisticated murder, it's fun. I enjoy coming up with my own theories on who could have done it and why. But did you not read the title? You didn't think I was just about to praise this the whole time, did you? Nah, I'm about to get into some really juicy stuff now. That brings me to my biggest problem with these cases: how they're solved. You see, throughout the entire trial, you're trying to piece together how the murder actually happened. This is the main thing about these cases. It's not about the who, it's about the how. That's usually the how is how you find out who the who. So you spend such a long time thinking, putting the pieces together, accusing so many different people, defending yourself, but you're just not making any progress. Man, we just can't seem to figure out who did it. We might be screwed here, guys. Whatever will we... Oh wait, the answer's right in your face. Literally. And that is a good bit of Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. A lot of the time, you aren't even really trying to figure out the killer, you're just trying to figure out how they did it. Take trial 1 for example. Sayaka was found dead in your bathroom as you switched rooms with her for the night. Everybody was blaming you as it's your bathroom. Of course, Makoto, the MC, is the obvious suspect here. So you spend a good bit of your time trying to prove your innocence and how it just doesn't make sense how she was murdered. So throughout the whole trial, you're saying why you switched rooms, why the bathroom door was broken into, how the whole scene must have took place, all the basic things you need to know. And when you get near the end of the trial, they almost give up. They have no idea who killed Sayaka and think it's about to be over. But wait! Miss Ultimate Detective here, who probably knew the whole damn time, told you to look at something you saw during your investigation. It's a code that was behind Sayaka's body when she was found, and it reads 11037. 11037. What does that mean? Let's try reading it upside down. Okay, wait, this looks more like an N than 2 ones. Oh, wait a minute, this says Leon. She literally told us who it was the whole time. Oh, well, I guess that solves it. It's Leon. Let's get him out of here, guys. Yep, that's literally how you find out who the killer was. The whole trial was pointless as we literally had the answer the entire time. I mean, sure, finding out how the murder took place is always fun, but man, it sucks when you find out who did it in the most lame, unoriginal way. Allow me to give another example. In case 3, a double murder occurs. Now, in my opinion, besides 11037, this is the easiest case in the game, as there's only one real suspect here. You see, one of the students manipulates another to help her pull off a murder so she can escape. And of course, she goes for the weakest, most gullible person there. So they work together to take out another student. Now, remember what I said earlier about when a body is discovered that Monokuma will make a public announcement? Well, that plays a major role in this case. You see, I left out one crucial thing about that. The announcement will only be made if the body is discovered for the first time. This means that if the same body is found again, no announcement will be made. Now, when you start this trial, you find the body of Hifumi, the person the real killer was manipulating. When you discover him, an announcement is made. Now, a little after that, you find the real victim, but an announcement isn't made. And now some more time passes, and you find both the victim and Hifumi at the exact same place. And lo and behold, Monokuma makes the announcement that a body has been discovered. Now, this trial had potential to be good, like really good. The thing is, it's just so blatantly obvious who the killer is, as they are the only one who's always there at the scene of the crime, and they're the only one who is always trying to throw us off during the investigation and trial. On top of that, this killer makes a lot of mistakes. From the words she uses to the way she behaves, it just has guilty written all over it. Do you also want to know how this trial ends? Really? Okay, get ready. With us just being told her name. Again. Yeah, right before Hifumi passed, he told us who the actual killer was. We just didn't bother to try putting that together until the end of the trial again. Kind of a repeat of case 1, but I will admit, the way they played it off this time was better. They originally made it seem like Hifumi was talking about Yasuhiro Hakaguri as the one who murdered him, but he was actually talking about the killer Celeste, as her last name is Yasuhiro. The thing that makes this even worse is that Celeste is supposed to be the ultimate gambler, which means she's supposed to be a master at lying, but boy was she terrible here. This was yet again just about the how and not the who. It was blatantly obvious who the who was. To be fair though, the third cases are always considered the worst in all of these games. It's just something about double homicide cases that just never work out. And sure, they're not murderers, they're just students put into a really crappy situation. Of course they aren't going to be masters at this, but it still sucks to figure out who's the mastermind in such a lame way for these murders. And that's the problem with most of the cases in this game. They all either give you the answer in such a disappointing way, or it's just obvious from the get-go, or both. Now, Danganronpa 2 and Feed 3 definitely did way better than this game when it comes to the cases, but man, it sucks because Danganronpa is actually my favorite in the series. But the cases really fall short here. The others definitely have their fair share of issues too, but maybe that'll be for another video. So yeah, that's my biggest problem with Danganronpa 1. But that's just my opinion. What do you guys think? Do you think this game could have done way better with the cases, or do you like them just the way they are? Let me know in the comments down below. But with that being said, if you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share, as it would really help me out a lot. So take care, and peace.